Hey there, welcome back. I hope everybody's doing good out there today. Today I'm going to be doing a patron shout out request for Skull Collector. Skull Collector's been an incredible supporter of mine. He's been on my channel for a very long time and has me listen to some incredible music. This is going to be very cool. I'm going to be listening to a band that he suggested once before, and it was killer. It's going to be the band VINTERSEA with the song "Become the Wave." This band is killer. The one song I've done before, it's like crazy fast, like black metal. I don't know exactly what genre you'd call it, but they're freaking amazing. They're from Portland, Oregon too, which I don't know if I realized from before, and they used to go by the name Astrion. I'm getting this from Wikipedia, by the way, so everybody knows how accurate Wikipedia can be sometimes. So if I'm incorrect on that, let me know. I used to live in Portland. I lived in Portland for about 6 total years. So I'd never heard of them before, but that's very cool that they're from a town that I lived in for a while. But this is going to be cool. Thank you so much, Skull Collector. Again, you always have me listen to the most amazing music, so thank you so much for your support. Really, really appreciate that. Let's go ahead and switch on over. And here we go. Patron shout out request for Skull Collector of VINTERSEA, "Become the Wave." The last one was like epic. It's so epic. Oh, the reverse rain. That looks really cool. Oh, that growl. Ooh, I like that guitar. Okay, this is badass. This is the type of music I don't listen to this type of music much. But when it comes on, when it hits in my feed or my playlist, it's just so. To me, it's relaxing. It's such a frantic pace, the blast beats, all that, the growls, the constant like wall of noise. It's relaxing to me. So I actually really dig coming across one of these songs in my list every once in a while. It's like, oh, yes, that's very cool. Which guitarists? There's 2 guitarists. I don't know which is which. Jorma and Riley. They're doing a fantastic job in this. This is very cool. I love this Jackson. The natural wood Jackson. That is so cool. That's a badass guitar. I love that guitar. The drummer is Jeremy. He's been doing blast beats through most of the song. His snare is just so fast; it's almost a roll. And then there was a section in there where he dropped the snare, and the double bass became the main feature of it, which was a very cool change. It was almost jarring. What is going on? Sorry about that. I don't know what that was. My screen just went dead. Sorry. That's going to drive me crazy. but the blast beats with the snare drum going into the double bass just was almost, like I said, almost jarring. Very, very cool. Kayla's voice is killer. I love the growls, and she's got a really great clean voice as well. And then the screams, they're just, she's got all three. There's not a whole lot of singers that can do all three. There's some that can do both. Obviously all singers can do one of them. Then there's a block of singers that can do two of them, and then you've got this where you have the high pitched screams, the low gutturals, and the really nice cleans. Very cool. The bass player Carl, I mean, it's this type of music. The bass kind of doesn't, the bass drones behind everything. So I haven't heard anything like crazy fancy from him yet, but he's killing it. He's in this type of music. It's the bass isn't usually the forefront. It's usually the drums and the vocals with the guitars and bass kind of giving that background noise almost. It's definitely impressive metal or music, but it's a noise wall while the drums and the vocals are kind of taking over. But this is cool. Very, very cool. There's where the double bass took over for the snare. And now the snare's back. Her cleans are so just velvety. It's soulful. That backing choir. His tom work is fantastic. God, I love that change. There was that change again from the snare being the main focus to the double bass being the main focus. God, this is cool. These guys are amazing. Kayla's vocals, those clean vocals she was just doing, like I said, so soulful, so just thick and oozy. You could just feel it. So good. Drummer, Jeremy is just killing it on everything he does. If y'all don't know, I was a drummer in high school. I was a drummer in a couple rock bands. Terrible drummer. I'm not trying to compare myself. I was not a good drummer. But I've never tried I didn't ever try blast beats. That wasn't really a thing that I thought about when I was 30 years ago when I was in high school. More than 30 years ago. That's depressing. Like 35 years ago. But I can't imagine. I feel like that's exhausting. I've seen lots of drummers especially since I've done this channel, that do blast beats, and it's like they're relaxed. To me, doing a blast beat, I feel like I'd be so, scrunched up trying to keep all my muscles tight to get going that fast. I'd be exhausted halfway through a song. But this is killer. And then, like I said, he does some really great tom work. Him doing all this in the rain, water pouring on him through the whole video. This is a cool song. And it was about to change into something else right here. Oh wow, the tone of that guitar is crazy. Oh, that effect. The whisper with like the vocalization behind it. Double bass is so fast. Okay, I'm going to back it up some. She is going off. Holy crap. But listen to the drums. I'm hyper focused on the drums in this one for some reason. But that incredibly fast double bass, but he's doing syncopated stuff up top, which isn't easy to be doing, pure speed with your feet, and then you're doing like off beats and crazy stuff with your hands. That was cool. But her vocals are just going crazy right now. Holy crap. Crazy good. Just want to let it ring out. Okay, that was cool. Okay, that was patron shout out request for Skull Collector of VINTERSEA, Become the Wave. Wow, that was crazy good. She's incredible. She was doing stuff at the end of that song, better than any of the, pop princesses with her runs and the vocalization's better than any of them can do it. Plus, she's putting rasp in it while she's doing it. And she has just sung a, 6-minute song, 7-minute song previous that was almost exclusively growls and screams, and then to end it like that was crazy. Kayla's a badass. I was thinking I need to get, there's so many female extreme singers that I want to get together in a single song to see what they could do together. That would be fantastic. Jeremy on the drums killed it. The drums were so far forward in the song, and that's why kind of what I feel about this type of music, this type of metal, is very, the drums have so much going on that they're kind of in front. The guitarist Jorma and Riley, let me know which is which. Who had the Jackson? Who was the other one? I want to know, because the guitar was fantastic. That solo that the guy with the Jackson did, gorgeous, just very melodic. It wasn't, in this type of a song, I'd almost expect a very shreddy solo, and it wasn't. It was a very melodic solo. And then the bass player just holding everything together. He was really good. They showed him a bunch of times with lots of light so I could see what he was doing. He was killing it. So good. Skull Collector, absolute rock star. You are a badass. I really appreciate everything you do for my channel. Thank you for bringing me more VINTERSEA. These guys are great. Really enjoyed that. If you guys like this video, give it a like, comment, subscribe, and notification bell. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you next time.